It's a hot one.
Let's blaze it up.
Fire it up.
It's Colin's Blazin' Fun. Ravens at Chiefs.
I'm betting the number here. I'm going to take the favored Kansas City Chiefs -5. Now, Baltimore's offensive line and running game is good enough in this game to control the clock and win. It is. But I like the number here. I get the best offense. I not only get the most creative play designer in Andy Reid, but Andy Reid came into this year 7-0 against the spread in his last 7 September games. He's 2-0 against the spread in these 2 September games. Kansas City leads or close to it in virtually every offensive category. And I will say this, Lamar Jackson in that running game, you know what they're going to do. They want to eat the clock, and they want to run, and they're good enough to do it. But the number is only 5, and I think Arrowhead is a tough place to play. 30-23 Chiefs win and cover. It'll be a fun game to watch. I'm going to take Detroit +6 in a potential upset here. Philadelphia had to cancel practice this week. The timing was not good against Atlanta. You've had a lot of on third down. You've had Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey. 3 of their targets are hurt offensively. They've also had some defensive injuries. I think this is a talented Philadelphia team that right now is playing a Detroit team that has covered 4 of their last 6 games. We kind of look at the Lions as a mess. But when they lose, they've been losing close. They won close last weekend. I'm going to take the 6 points here. I think it's actually an upset alert. I'll take Philly to win 27-23. But Philadelphia is banged up, and I think their timing is off due to the rash of injuries, both in-game and practice, closer than you think. I like the Giants getting the points +6, and I like an outright win for the Giants. First of all, Daniel Jones, I believe, is going to give this team a little energy boost. I think the team had gotten very stale. And if you looked at Daniel in the preseason, he was absolutely terrific. Now, the Giants are 0-2, but they have put up 420 total yards per game. They're moving the ball. This is not an offense bereft of talent. The Buccaneers, meanwhile, are adrift. They've scored 20 or fewer points in 5 of their last 6 games, and they're one of 4 teams, is Tampa, to have 300-plus total yards in a game this season. Yet to have it. So they haven't really popped yet. And that's with really good offensive players and Bruce Arians. I'm going to take the Giants with an upset, little energy. Daniel Jones, 24-23. This is another go-either-way game. Pittsburgh's getting 6.5 points. That is way too many. The 49ers are incredibly young, which means they looked great last week. They could come crashing down. They don't have their left tackle. Again, I like San Francisco, but they are young. And by the way, Pittsburgh without Big Ben, they're 10-6. The last 16 games he hasn't played. That's a playoff team. Charlie Batch had a winning record. Dennis Dixon, Landry Jones, Michael Vick had a winning record. They play without Ben, and they have 10 wins in 16 games. It's also a must-win for them. I think it's 27-26. It's a go-either-way game. I'll take the Niners to win by a point. Way, way too many points to give the significantly better offensive line and the better, more desperate roster at this point. I'll take the points with Pittsburgh. Now, initially this week, I said Cleveland's going to really be testy. Here's a problem. Like Philadelphia, the Browns have a cluster injuries in the secondary. Denzel Ward's beat up. They have had multiple players. Their did not practice list this week looked like the 3rd floor of a hospital. Now, Baker has been sacked 8 times. The weakness of this team is the offensive line. The Rams' Aaron Donald, yet to get a sack, going to be spicy. The Browns have the most penalties and penalty yards. Why wouldn't they? Youngest roster in the league. And Baker Mayfield's been great against Cincinnati, but beyond that, with that porous offensive line, he's a 5-8 quarterback who has 22 touchdowns and 18 picks. I think I also get a coaching mismatch. Sean McVay may be the best young coach. I don't think any of us know if Freddie Kitchens is even a good coach. I don't know that. He may be. It doesn't look like it. I'm going to take the Rams to win and cover 33-24. So again, I'm going to take the favored Kansas City Chiefs at home in a game. Watch out. Baltimore's going to try to eat the clock and run it. I'll then take the underdog Lions. I'll take the underdog Giants, the underdog Steelers, and the favored L.A. Rams. It is amazing. I am going against two teams this week, Philadelphia and Cleveland, which had Philadelphia canceled a practice. They just had a walkthrough. They had that many injuries, and Cleveland is all beat up. So I think young teams need practice. I don't think New England needs practice. I don't think the Rams, frankly, a veteran team, need practice. I think Cleveland's a young team. They need practice, and they didn't get much of the kind of timing and practice they need. All odds provided by Fox Bet. That is our Blazing 5. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.